back to Therapuss. This week we have on Lucy Dacus. She just released her new album, Forever is a Feeling. It's amazing. She's amazing. I was so honored and happy to have her here. But aside from that, we had a very exciting week last week. I announced my guest spot in Hacks, which is my favorite show. It was literally like filming with them was like the best days of like the best few days of my life. Like it was like seriously the most rewarding. Like I felt so like proud of myself and like I don't know, like grateful. It was just amazing. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. It's just the best. We're going to the premiere tonight. And I also met Ariana Grande, which was amazing. I had to process it for a few days because like I walked in and I just didn't think she was going to be there. Like I knew she was going to be at the event, but I didn't think she was going to be there that early on. And I like looked to my right and she was there and like my heart like fell into my stomach and I was like, you know what I mean? And I like didn't really know how to. She's like actually the nicest person ever. I still really can't believe that I met her, but her whole team, Courtney, like they were so welcoming and so lovely. It was the most incredible night. Like being able to tell someone who means so much to you, like how much they mean to you is like the best feeling in the entire world. I'm binge watching The Leftovers right now. It's amazing. Carrie Coon's in it. I started watching it because of White Lotus, and someone was like, Carrie Coon's also in The Leftovers, and also Justin Theroux's like the hottest person I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm on season 2. As of right now, season 2, episode 4, outstanding. You guys, it's my new addiction. It's my new addiction. You have to watch it. I'm trying to think of anything else that I've been up to. I've been listening to a lot of Bon Iver. You love, huh? Don't you?
Love.
Yeah, I've listened to them in passing, but I just really got into them.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite album?
Right now, I'm on Bon Iver.
That's really good. For Emma Forever goes.
Well, yeah, but that one I had listened to prior, but Bon Iver, I actually am way into, and I like their new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like their new stuff a lot. I think it's great. I'm excited for that album. I think it comes out this week.
April 11th, yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I think I'm going to, oh my God, I know. I'm leaving for Coachella tomorrow night. Oh, just get me to the desert. I just gotta go. I gotta fucking go. I gotta go now. I've been thinking about it. I have one t-shirt and that's it. I have one t-shirt for it and that's the only thing I bought. So let's just hope for the best here. I'm excited to go and be with everyone and just dance and see Charlie XCX and Lady Gaga. But yes, Lucy Dacus is on tonight's episode and she is amazing. She probably got me the most calm I've ever been in this room, which was awesome. But I'm such a fan of her and such a fan of Boy Genius that it was so cool to have her here. I don't know if you guys remember, but like one time I was behind Boy Genius on a red carpet and I looked so fucking gagged. If somebody can find that photo, let me know. It's really funny. Stream Forever is a Feeling out now. It's incredible. My favorite song is Big Deal. And I also love Angles, which I know is a single and a very basic answer, but I really do love Angles. Like I hyperfixated on that song for a few days. You can see if I'm coming to a city near you by going to passthatpuss.com, clicking live with Jake Shane and checking out the dates. And to submit a Tell Me What's Wrong, go to passthatpuss.com, click Tell Me What's Wrong, and tell me what's wrong. Submit a name and number if you're feeling fancy, and enjoy tonight's episode. Love you, pussies. Hi, pussies. Welcome back to Therapuss. Today we have the one, the only Lucy Dacus. Her 4th studio album is out March 28th. It's called Forever is a Feeling, and it is so incredible. Welcome, Lucy Dacus.
Thank you very much.
I love your album.
Thanks.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
How long has it been in the works for?
I guess I started writing songs in 2022. Mm-hmm. And then I recorded while we were touring as Boy Genius, and then
Boy Genius.
Thanks, me too. Yeah, it's been like, I guess, kind of a long time coming.
They sent it to me. I was listening to it. I was like, I feel like this is a love album.
You felt correctly.
Okay, I was like, I feel like this I feel like this is about love, but I also feel like it's a bit about reminiscing, especially on like Bullseye with Hosier. What was that like?
My life leading to the song, or him being on it?
You know, I realized I didn't get into specifics with that question.
Well, I'll tell you everything.
Yeah.
I actually, I wrote it about basically when you get to the end of a relationship and you're like, everything's great about you. It's just not happening anymore. Like, and I thought it'd be great if 2 people shared that sentiment instead of one person being like, and bye. Right. It's like more powerful if both people can be like, I appreciate everything we were able to give each other and we're walking away. And Hosier is just
Hosier.
the best.
Yeah.
His voice is so good. His songwriting is so good. I feel like he's like selling out huge shows, and yet I
Right.
find he's underrated.
He's so underrated.
He's kind of underrated.
He's so underrated.
Yeah.
There's this line on that song that I love where you talk about you're moving out and you're looking through old stuff and you find your partner's old things and you can't figure out if you should view them as like a gift or like something that you should get rid of.
It hurts.
Yeah. I've never had that feeling, but I am sure.
Congrats.
Thank you. Also,
If it comes around, then
yes,
you'll know.
Did you guys record that song in studio together, or did you like send him an open verse? And
We did not. I wrote it, so I sang the whole thing myself.
Oh,
Sent it
wow.
to him. He liked it, and then he basically just sang on top of mine, and then added all these beautiful harmonies. And he was just in Ireland,
being Hosier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being far away. So yeah, I wish we had done it in person. We were trying for that, and then it didn't work out.
I'm sure you guys will perform it in person.
Oh, I hope so. There's no plans right now, but there's of course heart and intention towards that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Are you planning on touring the album?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too, actually. It's like weird doing press and having little songs come out and people aren't hearing it and it's all digital, and the shows are actually the thing. So
Right,
I'm
of
realizing.
course,
Like
yeah.
that's like the reason to live
Right.
for me.
Do you have like a favorite show you've ever performed?
Boy Genius at Gunnersbury Park in London. We had like fireworks and Muna
Wow.
opened, and I got to make out with everybody in Muna except Naomi, who declined kissing anyone. So proper.
Yeah.
It was so awesome. That was just like a dream. Like, do you ever have moments where you're like, this is my like flash forward 15 years from childhood,
Yeah.
where like I'm a kid just being like daydream,
Right.
and then you're like, I'm actually doing that.
I feel like I have that feeling sometimes, but I try not to feel it because when I feel it, well, it brings me such gratitude in the moment. It also brings me such sadness because I feel like it doesn't feel like you thought it would feel like what it would feel like.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
I would say often, and then I hope for you some moments that are like, this is as good as I thought it would be.
I think I just need to overcome and like I feel I have such bad anxiety. So like
Yeah.
if I can push through that and like feel it, but there's like there's moments like when I toured the show for the first time, I felt that a lot when I would like come out on stage. I got my first standing ovation, so that's when I was like, that was
You're
like
like,
that
"I
was
made
the
it," yeah.
that was my real I made it moment.
Yeah.
What was your like I made it moment?
What's interesting is I never wanted any of this, so I never like dreamed about
Really?
it that much. That's like a weird thing to say. I want it now. I love it, but
Right.
I was like in school for photography and film, and then just working in Richmond at a photo lab and kind of just enjoying my life. My rent was $190. Like I was skating. It was okay. Like
Right.
I was so present, and I'm like, I had goals generally to like live a life I could be proud of,
Yeah.
but wasn't working towards like, and I'm going to achieve this. Like
Right.
I had like short-term goals of like, in 3 months, I want to have finished a music video to show my friends, or
Right.
like, just like more personally oriented goals. And then this just kind of like started to pay my bills, and I was like, okay, I'll get on this ride. And I'm still riding. So I guess your original question is like, when did you feel like you made it? I don't even know what it is
Right.
while I'm
Doing
making it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun because that means it could change and I won't be disappointed, hopefully.
It's a really good outlook.
Yeah.
You said you never like wanted any of this, but then so were you just like making music kind of for yourself and like putting it out, and did something just click and work?
Yeah, kind of for myself, and then to participate in like my hometown's music scene.
Mhm.
Like my friends made music, and I was just like, cool, that's what we do.
And are you still close with all your friends from your hometown?
I mean, not all, because like things happen, and also I was just talking to my friend, like, I don't like really get to be the person that I want to be while I do music because I'm so disparate, which means I get to like have a lot of cool relationships that all stay a little more shallow.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know, like I don't know how much you travel. Like you
Yeah.
just travel so
Yeah, I
much
travel
that
a
like
lot.
you can connect with people deeply just if two people are willing.
Right.
But kind of like the community oriented, like staying really in touch with what people are doing and what you can be doing for them, and like kind of like passive time instead of
Yeah.
active time.
Yeah.
It's harder to come by when you're moving around so much. So I'm wondering if there'll be a part of life where I'm a lot more still.
I think there definitely will be.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's like, do you ever feel like in the parts where you're still, you like yearn for the parts that are like you're moving, and then when you're
Oh.
moving, you're like, wait, I want to be still,
Never satisfied, of course.
right?
Yeah.
Actually, Phoebe has this lyric, and I know the end, where she says, I like romanticize a quiet life. There's no place like
Yeah.
my room.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, not to be so dramatic, but I would listen to that on tour all the time because I was
Yeah.
like, I know all I want is my room. But then the second I get back to my room,
You're like, what's next?
what's next?
Yeah. It's good to romanticize your own life, I think.
Do you romanticize your own life?
I feel like every piece of furniture I get in my house is like my new family member. And I'm like, I miss my bookcase. And I
Right.
miss my coffee table. And I miss my record shelf. And I can just go I can go missing easily. I do not have problems missing things. I'm missing everything all the time.
When's your birthday?
May 2nd.
Are you Taurus?
Yeah. What are you?
I'm a Scorpio, but I love Taurus.
But we're sisters.
Yeah, we are sisters. My
Yeah.
mom's a Taurus.
My mom's a Taurus.
Really?
Yeah. When's your mom's birthday?
May 8th.
Okay.
When's your mom's birthday?
May 19th.
Close enough.
Shout out Sandy.
Shout out Helene.
But yeah, I love Scorpios. I mean, y'all really keep the world mysterious and gorgeous. So
It's funny you say that. I actually feel like I'm the least mysterious person on planet Earth. But I think that's my Gemini. Are you like into astrology?
I'm Gemini moon. So I
Okay.
hear that.
I'm Gemini moon and Gemini rising.
Oh.
So it's like I
So
can't,
you got to be like
I'm so talkative.
you
and
need to see
out.
all sides of things. Yeah.
But then there's moments where I'm like, my social battery is just shot, and I'm like, I need to be alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get back in your shell.
Okay, so you were in Richmond, Virginia. You were in school to be a photographer.
I was in school. It was VCU Arts, very good art school, and I was studying photo film, and I just didn't. They like took away my scholarship
Right.
randomly.
I'm sorry.
I was like, and then when I went, I think it was a hoax. Honestly, conspiracy theory. They gave me like a really nice scholarship that made me choose to go there, and then took it away and wouldn't schedule a meeting with me to talk about it. Gave me
Oh.
no reason, and then it was like, I think it's kind of a hoax. to
Like
get people.
the scholarship was a hoax.
I think it basically like it seemed like the people were trained to not
Respond.
respond. And I was like, cool, I'm leaving. Like I don't want to be in debt,
Right.
please. Like I don't got the money for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then got a photo job, and I know I used to know so much, like all these cameras I would know, and it's just like bloop, out of my brain. Sometimes it comes back, but
Do you still take photos and practice photography?
I got back into taking like film photos, which is really nice. And I was the guy at the party, like taking photos of everyone and like doing the big upload on Facebook. Would be like, tag yourself, you know, whatever. And that was nice because it like gave me something to do with my hands and a purpose in a
Right.
social space. But also it like makes moments fake in a way. Like it was like, oh, I'm capturing the moment instead of like living it. And that got kind of annoying. But I'm finding a good groove now with my little tiny camera.
Yeah. So people always used to say, or what I've always heard is like that photographers love to be behind the camera, but then you started to be the one in front of the camera.
God.
So like, what was that shift like?
Awful. Not fun.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God, I just saw your post university.
Oh, you like
Okay,
it? It's all my
yeah.
fake diplomas.
Doctor of psychology.
Uh-huh.
Being in front of the camera, not as fun.
Really?
Really not as fun. But I don't know. It's just like part of the job. So you have to like figure out the best case scenario in each situation. I have had fun
Yeah.
doing shoots. I mean, my thing is like, as long as people are kind, you can kind of get through whatever.
Do you feel like with like Boy Genius, like you kind of have, it's more fun because you have like your friends and a support system around you? Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were being so stupid.
Right.
And like I have the power to be stupid if I want in my life, but I think just like the music is so sincere that it would be weird if I was stupid all the time.
I mean, well, all of your music is so sincere, but is there a song that's so personal that like you have trouble performing it ever?
Yeah. There's songs I have to take breaks from.
Yeah.
Or even like live in a set, I'll like turn to the band and be like,
Really?
skip, you know. There's a song called Thumbs that's kind of hard. That's about wanting to kill my friend's dad. There's a song Please Stay about trying to convince my friend to live. Those are definitely some of the bigger ones. I wonder if there are any on this record. There's some love songs, and I could see if I was like fighting with my partner, I'd be like, not today.
Yeah.
Or it would be a great reminder that I actually love them.
Do you have like a favorite song on the record?
I like Limerence, which is already out.
I love Limerence.
Thanks.
What does Limerence mean?
It means being in love with the idea of somebody or like wanting their affection. Basically like being obsessed with getting the love from someone.
Oh, I'm about to listen to this song with a whole new meaning. I'm so excited to listen to this again right after this.
Yeah, it's like it's not about actual love. Limerence is like kind of like a category of romantic obsession, I suppose. I gotta go hit the dictionary again, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm actually very excited to listen to this after. I love Ankles.
Thank you.
I love Ankles. Is Ankles about the partner you're with right now? Or is it? Did they love it?
Yeah.
When you are like in the studio and you're making music like that and you're like, I know this is going to be the first single, or do you not think about it like that? You kind of think about it more like a project and you let everyone else tell you.
No idea. I mean, after it's over, I have opinions, but like, I'm just like per song, what needs to happen, or even like per line, what needs to happen to make it hit. Because the lyrics can't be like secondary to anything is kind of my rule. Like the lyrics have to be king at all moments.
Okay, so lyrics over melody for you.
Well, I write the lyrics and the melody at the same time.
Okay.
But then when it comes to any production, it's got to like keep attention on the meaning. Sometimes we'll do very cool stuff and I'm like, it's too distracting. You lose the plot basically. Right. And we can't do that extremely cool thing.
But sometimes it really makes the song, and you do this cool thing in your music. You do it with the last song on the record, and you also do it in Night Shift, where the complete vibe of the song just changes and it becomes this like kind of arena rocky production. And I just think it's super cool. Yeah,
I was worried on the last song. That might be my favorite one, and it is so different from Night Shift, but it does end in this like kind of payoff. I was like, oh, I wonder if people think like I just only do that.
No.
But I think you've earned it by the end of the record. But yeah, that one is very special to me.
Night Shift. You remember when I was telling you, I was walking around London and I was listening to your music all day. Night Shift was on repeat. What is Night Shift about? Because normally I'm like, I can really understand a song, but sometimes it's so above my pay grade intellectually that I'm like, I don't get this. What is Night Shift about?
Oh my God. I'm like, I feel like it's pretty cut and dry. Like, Night Shift is about, let me remember the song. Like, basically being out of a relationship with somebody that was cheating on you. And then trying to see other people, and it doesn't feel good. You see them again because they want to like be forgiven, and ultimately like just about getting past it and being like, I am not going to feel as bad as I do right now eventually.
Wow. Okay.
And I'll have new people that I'm in love with, and yeah.
Wow, it's really beautiful. I really love that song.
Yay!
Were you anticipating the success of Night Shift when you put it out, or not at all?
You can't anticipate anything. And it's also been like a slow burn. I mean, people always liked it, but I feel like it kind of like reaches new audiences, and like making the music video for it 5 years after it came out was a choice, and so much fun. And yeah, I love playing that one at shows still, and like some songs feel old to me, and that one just feels like it's still relevant.
Right. I also love your song Hot and Heavy.
Thanks.
I love it.
That was fun.
I love when you can just like really dive into someone's discography and like really find so many new things. And I was in the car with my best friend Will. And I was like, turn it up. What is this? He was like, hot and heavy.
Amazing.
Oh, it's amazing.
I love to hear it. I always forget, like, obviously people are having their own special little interactions, but I'm not there.
Right.
So I'm like, that doesn't exist.
Is that one of your favorite parts though about putting it out? Is like knowing that everyone is going to have their own experience with the song.
It is sweet. You gotta like hope for the best,
Right.
that it'll reach the people that it does. That's the thing, is like people that aren't into it will skip it, and the people who are into it will let it into their life, and that's just how it is.
Right.
It's the shows though that really matter to me. Like all the compliments and like accolades are like, I can see through them and like discredit them. Like anyone being like, I love your record, I'm like, you have to say that because I'm in front of you.
Right.
But knowing lyrics and like, you can't fake it. You have to have spent time learning the songs.
100%. So when you see these people like screaming the lyrics back, or like,
And like,
it's so rewarding.
thank you for the brain space. Yeah.
Right. Right. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, do you find touring easy, or because you love the show so much, but we were talking about traveling and how that's hard. Do you find that aspect difficult?
It can be hard sometimes. I would say it's usually fun just because I love my band. And then there are days where you have like full breakdown and you have to like weep in a corner of a green room and
Right.
put a pillow over your face and just let it happen. But that kind of happens. I don't know about you, but that just happens whether you're on tour or not.
Yeah.
Where you just have to like scream into the void and think that life sucks, and then you remember life is awesome, and that's just the way that it is.
Right. That actually happened to me yesterday. I had like a full episode for like 20. Well, I don't cry because I'm on meds that don't let me cry.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
No, it's fine. I'm actually like I'm like think I'm gonna go down on them just because I think, I don't know, I want to be. I
It's
miss
cool
the
to
feeling
cry.
of crying.
Yeah.
But
Life isn't about avoiding crying. I do think some people think it is.
they imagine
It's just like
think it is.
avoiding fear of emotionality.
Right.
And yeah, but I hope you do get to cry soon.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. The last time I cried was, oh my God, everyone listening is like, we've heard this story a million times. September 2019 outside of Macaroni Republic in downtown LA. Is that
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that was necessary at the time.
It was. And I weirdly called my dad. And he was like, hello? Like, what are you doing?
I was about to say, do you like him?
I love my dad, but like, he was just like, what the fuck are you calling me? And I was so drunk.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I gotta stop.
Classic.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, it'll get you.
It'll get you. Alcohol just always brings out the emotions in me.
Yeah, it always brings out the throw up in me.
Yeah. We were talking about that before. In college, when I used to take shots. Okay, so it's weird. It's happened to me 3 times in my life. I'll take a shot and just immediately throw up right after. Yeah. And yeah, it's not enjoyable. But that's only happened 3 times. But you were telling me it happened to you after a glass of wine.
Just one glass of wine recently. I just like don't drink that much. If I ever do, it's like an Amara. Anybody had Amara? Amara's nice.
Sounds classy.
Yeah. So like every couple months I'll have an Amara, but I'm no party girl. At least in that way.
Right.
And I have had, I think 2023 was probably the most I ever drank in a transitional time.
Well, I just feel like 2023 was also like you put out the Boy Genius record and the Grammys and everything was happening all at once.
Life was changing.
And
there are nights. It's just really scary. I'm scared of like losing my memory, and the nights that I've been like I don't remember what happened feel like little tiny death. You know.
Yeah. I also hate having when people have to tell me what happened.
Oh my God.
It's just that was what my nightmare last night was about.
Oh no.
And it was the weirdest nightmare ever. I was on a reality show. And my tour manager, Matt, told them put like I was super drunk at the club. And Matt said, put cameras up, like record him. And how evil. And I woke up and I got in the biggest fight with him in my dream. I'm the type of person I can't separate dreams from reality. Like,
Are you mad right now?
I woke up a little pissed.
Yeah.
I woke up
I've had that
angry.
before. I have dreams that people are mad at me.
Okay.
And I'm still a little like I had a dream that one of my band members basically was like, all of us actually hate you and you're like so bad at this and the music sucks and like everyone's afraid to say it because you're paying people to be here and like you pay everyone really well, so like nobody can be honest with you, and like it's just this like fear, just fear. And then the next day, luckily, I told him about it, and he like will still apologize for it.
Oh,
how sweet is that?
That
to
is
just
really
be like,
sweet.
he didn't even do it, but he's like, I'm so sorry that your brain did that, and I don't think those things. And I love
Matt
being here.
could never. Matt would be like, yeah, camera's up. Oh my gosh.
Teach their own.
So you love your band.
Yeah, I do.
So it's really fun to tour with them.
It's so much fun. I've missed them. Even through Boy Genius, I've missed them, and we live all over the country. One of us lives in Ireland. New band member Phoenix lives in Manchester.
Ooh.
And ooh.
I really want to go to Manchester.
Oh, she's so great. And she's Greek. So she has a British accent to me, but she has a Greek accent to my British friends.
Interesting.
I don't have the discerning ear.
Does she have a Manchester accent?
I don't actually know that either.
Manchester accent's
Are
like,
you gonna do one? Please.
it's like chav, you know, like chav check, like that's like a Manchester accent. No?
Would you say chav check?
You've never? Are you on TikTok?
No.
Okay, so
I mean, I have one, but I don't scroll on it,
Back-
to be frank.
back in the day, there was like this like chav check, and it was like a Manchester girl trend, and there was
Okay.
this song that was like "Have a lot of faith in me, love," and like they would do all their makeup
I
like
liked what you just did.
yeah, it's all I need. Yeah, do you remember that? Yeah, it was awesome.
Most of my friends in Manchester are dolls that DJ, and I want to go like dance. I want to go to the club and dance with my dolls in Manchester.
That sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Also,
Sounds like heaven to me.
also like club culture and nightlife culture is so much better in London, I feel like, because I feel like here everyone's like phones up.
Yeah.
And like and I feel like the culture there is more like less judgy and more like everybody's in their own body feeling the music. And I've actually noticed that just as a viewer and watching concerts like online. Like I remember there was this one concert, and I think it was Summer Walker, and I think she was performing in Hyde Park. I forget what it was, but the crowd was just screaming the lyrics back. I was like, oh my God, you don't hear that here.
Because everyone's like,
Like, I remember I was at a Phoebe show in 2022, and she did Motion Sickness, and I was not crying, because as we know, but I was crying.
Never cried.
I was like moving in the motion of crying. Like, I just felt so overwhelmed by the
you were
music.
just going
Like, I was like, "Ah,"
with
you
no
know?
tears.
Essentially. And but I was so moved by it, and then I remember looking around and everyone was like, and I was like, oh, I hate it here.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's sad. I'm always heartened by people who are feeling things, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, yes, that is how it is.
That is how it is.
Stop pretending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have, sorry, this is like a 180, but do you have a favorite lyric on the album, or any favorite lyrics?
I like on Forever is a Feeling, the title track. There's a bunch of lyrics that I really like, which actually was a song that towards the end of recording, I was like, I have all these bits and bobs that never got made into full songs, and I just kind of stitched them together. So it's a lot of my darlings in one
Oh, that's awesome.
thing. But I like the bridge of that song a lot. It's like, I'm not going to say all of the lyrics, but I will say a lyric from Lost Time, like the last song, which kind of sums up the whole record, which is like, nothing lasts forever, but let's see how far we get. So when it comes my turn to lose you, I'll have made the most of it. But you can't cry, so.
No, I can't, but I'll feel it.
Okay.
That's really beautiful.
Thanks. Yeah. That's just how I feel. Like, just make the most of the connection that you have, and like, sayonara if it stops.
Was that something you like learned over time, like living in the moment and appreciating everything around you, or has that always kind of been your mindset?
I definitely hold on to it more now.
Mm-hmm.
I just think as you get older, temporality is so obvious. And when you're young, it is harder to actually
Right.
learn. And I, like, as a kid, had people close to me die. And I know a lot of people in their straight up 30s that have never experienced grief. Like, what? Like,
Right.
which is, like, kind of cool because I'm like, you're going to get around to it for sure.
Yeah.
But I think having a little bit early on in life just, like, has made me super aware of that always impending state of being.
Right.
And so the flip side of grief is gratitude, right? Like, I'm very grateful for what I have because I know it will be gone,
Mm-hmm.
either from straight up death or just choice. Like, things will change.
Yeah. And did that grief kind of lead you into writing, or were you always a writer and a creative?
I feel like I've always written, and not usually about grief, though. I remember when I was really young, there's a really sweet home video of, like, I held a concert for my family after my
Aw.
grandpa died, and I played guitar.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I wrote this song for grandpa, and I, without holding any of the strings down, like just open strings, I went boom, 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 ding, 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 boom, 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 ding, 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 for like minutes, like the exact same, like plucking the 6 strings in a particular order. And all the adults are like, thank you, Lucy. Like, that's so sweet. Like, and wanting it to be over. So I guess I have had like a connection to, like, music is kind of like acknowledging things that matter.
Right.
Whether that's celebration or grief or whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever. Is that Manchester?
Yeah,
Probably
that
not.
is Manchester. Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
Do you remember, like, the first song you ever wrote?
I have always, like, written little bits and bobs, and there are older songs than this, but the first song I ever wrote that I, like, recorded on GarageBand and, like, showed to friends is called Purple Breeze.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, purple breeze, take me away. Like, I have no reasons to stay. I'm willing to leave today. Like,
It's actually really moving.
you're gonna cry again. We're gonna overcome these meds here
We are.
now. It's just very juvenile and sweet, and you gotta start somewhere.
You do have to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Forever is a Feeling so you said that was one of the last tracks you wrote for the album because it was
Mhm.
everything kind of put together, kind of like when you have leftovers in a fridge, kind of making what
Mhm.
you have. But so did you come up with the name for the album after that song?
One of the bits was Forever is a Feeling.
Oh, okay.
Just, I had that written in a note. Like, that's just something I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so it went into the song, and then it became the title.
Are you nervous to put the album out, or excited, or just kind of like?
I'm so nervous because, like, I really put so much of myself into it,
Right.
and you can't control how people react. And so yeah, I'm really nervous. I just hope the people that I just have to think about the people that might get something from it, and think that is important for some reason.
Do you have a song that you're most nervous about? And on the flip side, do you have a song that you're most excited for people to hear?
I'm a little nervous about Big Deal, but I'm also very excited. That's like the first song that I sing on.
She loves Big Deal.
That's the thing is, I'm like, why did we not make that a single? I might maybe we'll put it out next week or something.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like, why, like, that is one of the ones that I like the
love
most.
Big Deal.
But then it's the first song, so I'm like, people are gonna have to hear it anyways. But it is. Thank you for liking it. But there's some, for those paying attention, super fan. I put some just personal details in there
that they'll catch on.
Yes, and then what I'm really excited about. I mean, it could just be the same answer. And then the title track is kind of interesting. It's like a little bit weird. It's like not really one genre. A lot of different things happen. Maybe it's a little more poppy than I usually go for.
I love it.
Thanks.
Maybe that's why.
Wait, do you have a favorite?
I love Forever is a Feeling.
Cool.
And I love Ankles.
Ankles.
And I love the closing track.
last time.
Yeah, I love Last Time, and I love. Actually, my favorite is Bullseye.
That's
Bullseye is my
great.
favorite, just because I love you and Hosier like trade verses so beautifully,
Mm.
and then when you come together on that second chorus together, like your voices blend so beautifully.
Thanks.
And as I was telling you, I love that lyric about like clearing out your house and moving. And I think a lot of the album is so present. Ankles is so present. I tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like Forever's a Feeling is so present. It's all like it's a love record, but I thought it was really beautiful that with love comes reminiscing and nostalgia, and I thought that it was just like really explained beautifully on Bullseye, and I just thought your voices sounded so good together.
That's so sweet.
It's true.
Very heartening.
It's true. I really,
you.
really loved Bullseye, and yeah, I don't know. I love a duet.
Yeah, there's not that many. There's features,
Right.
But like
That's a true duet.
fully a duet.
That's a true
is-
duet.
Yeah, it's like old school.
Yeah. It's kind of like, well, when you write with Boy Genius, like, do you guys all write together, or do you come with a song one day, someone else comes with a song one day? How does that?
Some songs we write totally separately and then just like harmonize on or hand like you take this verse or whatever. Other songs, someone will bring a bit and then we'll all work on it. Julian's more often the one that will be like, I need to go away for a couple hours and then we'll come back with something. Whereas I'm like, well, it could be this or this or this or this or this. And Phoebe will kind of like Rolodex through them and be like, this one's the closest, give me more options.
Right.
And I'll be like, this or this or this. But there's not like one way that it happens. And
Yeah.
for me, that's more like working on assignment than my music, which I don't have like any method other than like do it when it's happening.
Right.
Yeah.
How did Boy Genius come together?
Phoebe opened for Julian. I opened for Julian on the same tour. She struck up friendships with both of us and talked us up to each other. And then Phoebe and I met. And then we all wanted to hang out. They had a tour that they were going to go on that they like wanted help selling tickets, which is so funny now to think about. And so they like had me open. And then we were like, well, let's do a song together for this tour we're going to do. And then it was 6 songs in a band. And that was 2018. And it just like was a way bigger thing than we thought it would be. And then we went off to do our own things. We were like, we'll probably get back together. And then COVID happened. And yeah, it just took like years and years to actually get back to it.
Right. Do you have a favorite song off that album?
Of my own, I really like True Blue and We're in Love. We're in Love I feel really good about. I love Anti-Curse. I love Letter to an Old Poet. Everybody really brought like such good stuff. Emily, I'm Sorry is such a good
I
song.
love Emily, I'm Sorry.
Yeah.
I love Cool About It too.
Cool About It's good too.
Cool About It's
Yeah.
so good. I just love that lyric. Once I took your medication to know what it's like, and now I have to pretend like I can't read your mind. I love that lyric.
That bitch.
Yeah, like damn.
That's the thing about when Phoebe brings stuff, I'm like, you done it again.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm often like blown over by the shit she has to say.
Yeah. Do you have anything that you are therapist about?
Let me think of a good one.
Like for me today, my bladder is really small.
Do you need to pee?
A little.
You should go.
Okay.
Pause. This is your show. Come on.
That was a good segue.
I really have to pee. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be right back. You ruminate on that therapist.
Okay, yeah. I'm actually going to check the note on my phone.
Okay. This episode of Therapuss is brought to you by Booking.com. Yeah! Sorry, Nolan told me I have to keep the mic away when I do that. Now that I'm not on tour, I don't need to book hotels or anything right now. However, I'm going to New York in a few weeks, and you bet your ass I'll be using Booking.com to book me a stay, because Booking.com makes it so easy and so quick to book your perfect stay, okay? You put in all the things you need. So I want a gym, if I want a terrace, if I need walkability, which we know I need because I don't drive, whatever I need for wherever I'm staying, you put it in, and they show you the list of hotels or rentals that have it, and you book it, and it's easy. You could also book a car on it. They offer everything, so you can like really fill out your vacation on it and make it easy and accessible. Like Booking.com is really just about like making everything like easier for you. Like it's just so much easier. Like when we were on tour, I remember I would say like we would show up to these cities and we wouldn't have a place booked, and then we'd have like instead of scrambling, we would just put it in and find somewhere and click it and book it on Booking.com. And I'm not even just saying that. We really did do that, and it was the easiest thing ever. It took away so much anxiety for me. I get the worst travel anxiety, but like knowing that like Booking.com will help me find a place to stay, just like they will always have a place to stay for me that meets all of my criteria and all of my needs. Like it takes such a weight off of me when I'm traveling or when I'm going somewhere. It really is just the easiest and most efficient way to book travel, in my opinion. So find exactly what you're booking for on Booking.com. Yeah. Also, special thanks to Aloe Moves for sponsoring tonight's episode. As you guys know, I love the Aloe Gym. And when I'm on tour, I obviously can't go, but I used Aloe Moves because they have like my favorite instructors. Like they have Laura who teaches me Pilates, and I was able to go to the gym wherever I was and do the class. And I know it didn't feel like it felt as close to the Aloe Gym as I could possibly get without actually being there. And you know, you can choose from like beginner to intermediate to like a 5-minute class to a 20-minute class. Like they have they have 1,000,001 options for whatever you need. And like, it really just like, is like the Aloe Gym on the go, honestly. I know that like I look like an idiot sometimes when I work out, but if you want to look like an idiot with me, you can download Aloe Moves and have the same instructors I have and do the same things I'm doing, and we can look like idiots together. But really, Aloe Moves was my like lifesaver on tour. It's like I just have so much trouble working out like with me in my own head. So Aloe Moves makes it feel like I'm with a trainer that I'm comfortable with, or it just gives me a third party of someone telling me what to do. So I feel like there's a start time and an end time, which there is, and like there's a certain amount to complete as opposed to just like leaving it open-ended. Oh, also, and this was very important for me on tour, they also have an Art of Sleep series. This completely transformed my sleep schedule like entirely. Sleep is like equally as important as a workout, so even if you're not looking for a workout, Aloe Moves has something for you. The Art of Sleep series seriously changed my entire sleeping. It's so hard for me to sleep on tour, and this really saved me. This was really, really helpful. Reset your personal wellness routine with Aloe Moves. Go to aloemoves.com now and use code Therapuss for an exclusive 30-day free trial and 20% off an annual membership. That's aloemoves.com, code Therapuss. aloemoves.com, code Therapuss. Thanks, Aloe Moves, for sponsoring tonight's episode. Love you guys. Were you a little monster? Are you a little monster?
I'm getting there now.
Okay.
I mean, I've always loved, and I remember, so basically yes, but I feel like people are more like they know everything, whereas
Right.
everything I do know delights me, but I don't know everything.
Got it.
And the music videos are the best
They're
ones.
They're the best.
best ones.
They're the best.
She is the one doing it.
She is.
And some of them, yeah, anyways. The first time I saw I've been asking people, do you remember the first time you saw Lady Gaga? And the first time I saw it, she was a guest star on Just Dance, Dancing with the Stars.
She was.
So it was like when Just Dance came out, it was promo for the song Just Dance.
Uh-huh.
And it was just on my TV suddenly with my parents, like in our house. And I was like, a single digit age.
Right.
And my mom was like, what is this? This is terrible. I can't even tell what she looks like. What is this voice? What are the words? It's, turn it off. Like, just terrible. And I'm just sitting there, like, eating it up, like, seeing for the first time, basically. Which I feel like a lot of people I know have similar. It's so fun. Do you remember when you first saw Lady Gaga?
Okay, so it was Just Dance. I don't remember the first time I ever saw her, but I remember being in my mom's bedroom and I was playing the radio and Just Dance was on, and all I remember is this feeling of like, I want to hear that song again and again and again and again and again and again for the rest of my life. And then I didn't know, and I remember I think I tried calling in, being like, please play Just Dance by Lady Gaga. I think I was like 8. And then I remember the first time though I saw Poker Face. It was very recent. It was shortly after that. I was in my neighbor's like addict area, and she was like, Lady Gaga has a new music video. It's called Poker Face. And I just remember seeing that and being like, I just remember being like, okay, there's before and after now.
Yes.
And then that's how I felt with Lady Gaga, and I still am the biggest little monster. I love her, and but my parents never let me see her live when I was a kid because it was so. But she did.
It was so what?
It was so like on the nose and graphic and well, I didn't get what they meant, but then I remember going to my friend's house and watching The Fame Monster on HBO because she did like a concert special, and I remember being like, okay, like I wouldn't want to sit here as a 10-year-old and watch this with my mom.
No, yeah, you got to find it on your own time and have that moment. Yeah.
But I just remember being like loving her, and I love that album. That's one of my favorite albums of all time, The Fame Monster.
Mm-hmm.
I love every song on that album. Do you have a favorite album of all time?
Of all time ever? I guess I should just say no because so many just came to mind.
Well, what came to mind?
And also, like, most listened to is maybe not favorite, though. My most listened to record is probably I Need to Start a Garden by Hailey Hendrix.
Okay.
Who's a friend and a sweetheart, and I listen to it on planes, like every plane ride, and I fly like too much because some tours, like, you have to fly in between every freaking date. And so I have listened to that so much, and she's an unsung hero, I think. Or some people are singing, but more people should be singing.
Yeah.
She's a hero. She's like a folk icon to me.
I'm excited to
songwriting.
listen to it. I've never heard it. I'm excited.
Just one of the most beautiful voices.
Yeah.
And sweet people.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of like other albums that I'm like front to fucking back. Like this is my shit.
This is like a lame answer, but there's a Nina Simone compilation album. Like compilation feels like a cop out, but there's this. It's like her love songs, that I listen to like all the time. Just all of the time.
She's amazing.
Labi Siffre, the singer in the song, is I think one of the best records of all time.
Sorry, who?
Labi Siffre.
Uh-huh.
He was he's still alive, but his career was mostly in the 70s. And check my work on this too, but I think he's like a black gay man and was writing songs about women because the label that he was on wanted that, and they were like, don't write songs about men, and he was like, this is killing me inside.
Right.
And I think he got dropped, but he started writing about the men that he loves, and the way he writes about love is so like profound and simple, and like his voice is so just clear and like of nature. I don't know.
Yeah.
And
like
I read,
you were meant to do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I read like a very sad article about how he and his longtime partner, they both started seeing another person for many years, which is really good. They were all in love.
Oh, okay, good.
They were, which good. I love hearing stories like that. And both of them passed in a short amount of time. So now he's like, he said in the article, the rest of my life is grief.
Oh, God.
And I think that rings in my head so much, but also it's clear that he has loved so much. It's weird to talk about someone I don't know. I guess that's what, like, this is like me, like, that's what you do in culture, but I see him so much as a person that has just gone through a lot, but also seems to me like a great lover.
Yeah. I'm excited to listen to everything you just told me about.
So good.
I'm excited.
I'm trying to think if there's something like per your taste that you just revealed, if there's something like you have to listen to this.
Please, I would love it.
I don't know if you'd like Jenny Hval. Do you know Jenny Hval?
I know the name.
She's like, I think Norwegian or Swedish. Sorry.
I love Swedish pop stars.
But it's like very do you know Mitski?
I do know Mitski.
Mitski is the best. Love her. And one of her favorite artists is Jenny Hval. And she's very like thinky, and it's like electronic, and it's weird.
Yeah.
And like some of the songs are like experimental sound pieces, and then other ones are absolute bops. So
I love that.
Yeah. I'll just listen to an album through and be like, okay, I'm getting a few bops. I'm getting a few think pieces.
Right.
Enjoying.
Yes, I love finding an album that because I have such a short attention span that I can listen to through and through. I think one of those for me is Calico by Ryan Beatty. Do you
a gorgeous voice.
like gorgeous?
I'm gonna sneeze. Or not.
Or maybe.
You know when you say it?
Yes.
God. It went away.
It went away. But I love Calico by Ryan Beatty.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, really beautiful voice.
I just love I love like gay love songs. So like I love Frank Ocean. I love Ryan Beatty.
Oh yeah, Blonde.
Oh,
Well, we're talking about
Blonde.
best records. How are we not talking about Blonde?
Blonde is the.
That's
I
crazy.
remember listening to that. I think it was my junior year in high school, and I was in like this area. I was in the North Fork of Long Island, and there was like a lot. It was like, very calm. Like it was like bays and like a lot of trees, a lot of forests, and I remember being like, "This is where I'm supposed to be listening to this album."
Yeah, I love when things line up like that.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do kind of think the way we listen to music is different now. It's so like mood oriented.
Uh-huh.
You know, because you can listen to anything at any time. So you're like, here's my scenario, so I'll match it with music.
Oh, I never even thought about it like
Which,
that.
because you can now.
Yes.
I remember calling into like the Disney.
Radio
Whatever.
Disney? Me too.
Radio Disney. Absolutely. What did you call in? Do you remember?
I think I wanted to hear the new Cody Simpson song.
Amazing.
And but I remember because I didn't have an iPod at the time and I didn't have a computer. So
or
the-
iPod Shuffle.
or an iPod Shuffle. I had nothing. So the
Yeah.
only way I could hear Just Dance was if I begged the radio
Begged.
to play it again and again and
Please.
again.
Yeah. No, I remember calling in to hear Ashley Tisdale. He said,
And
she
she
said,
said,
on
banger.
Disney Channel, Radio Disney, like a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know, like sassy or like the Cheetah Girls soundtrack.
Oh, that soundtrack. Talk about underrated.
I should rewatch that movie. I bet that the fits are so fire.
They are.
Yeah.
1 and 2 are the best ever. The song on 2, I prefer the soundtrack. Actually, you know what? The soundtrack is so different on 1 and 2. I love on 1. Remember Cinderella? I don't want to be like Cinderella.
Oh, yes.
Love that one. And
Oh
then I
my
also
God.
love Why Wait on.
You're so much deeper than
No.
me. I if you played it, I'd be like, cool. Like
Yeah.
I'd be like knowing, but the title, you know the titles.
No, Cheetah Girls like was my shit.
Okay, yeah. Of
Like
course.
that was like I was like, oh, I like this. I think that was like
Oh,
before Gaga
wait.
it was the Cheetah Girls.
It was Cheetah Girls.
I was
yeah.
like, oh, I like
Thank God for them.
pop music and I like what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Did you ever think about what you were therapist about?
Yes. I'm making a choice between two things that I'm therapist about. Okay. This one's not that fun. It's what I'm actually therapist about
Okay.
right now. Renewable energy is a hoax.
Tell me more.
I'm so okay. I've known like shades of this through time.
Okay.
And not all the don't get mad at me and also prove me wrong. But what I am reading is like, first of all, if you have like an electric car,
Right.
but electricity is still on coal. If the grid is still on coal, you are just adding a step and buying a car that is then necessitating like lithium mining, which is terrible. Like making a battery is really bad for the environment.
Right.
Solar panels only last 25 years, also have a bunch of mining, and they are going to be trash soon. And what are we going to do with all these solar panels? And also the battery space for the energy that's made is
Right.
like more batteries that we're having to mine. Hydroelectric is really bad for environments and like building dams, basically. Like it can really disrupt natural habitats. Wind turbines, other than just killing wildlife, they shake the ground, which can make it not usable for animal farming or agriculture, like growing things, and can give severe health problems to the people nearby.
Okay.
I don't know. You're maybe getting the point. I'm reading this book that is
No, that's fascinating.
making me know these things. So I'm very pissed because it felt like, and like being like recycling is the thing, and then recycling often is fake.
Right.
Like I still do it. It's like sending a prayer.
Right.
It's just
yeah,
like
yeah.
give it to God. Give
Yeah.
my plastic to this box.
The blue box.
Yeah, and just hope for the best. And but I basically think that all these like solutions that people are trying to come up with are to legitimize the amount of use, when actually like the problem is like the use of these things is terrible. The internet itself also, like the amount of servers that are used for search engines, all of your unopened email, like I have like 10,000 emails or something. Like
Same.
all of the storage is also needing like I don't know. I'm just legitimately pissed about all of this, and I'm like,
yeah, as you should be.
in my head, I'm just like, there will be a point in my life where I am like growing my own food and stuff, and I'm like, why am I not doing that right now? And it's
Right.
because I don't have the land. That's the other thing, is being like, oh, it's just as easy as that. People can't buy land.
Right.
The intersections of capitalism making it impossible for people to eat healthy, live healthy, be okay, and yeah, so I feel a little bit pissed about that.
Yeah, that's a very righteous thing to be pissed about.
Yeah.
What do you think then the answer is for if it's not renewable energy? What do you do?
It would be amazing if it's like, and here's the answer, everyone. But like, no, I'm so glad you finally asked me, because I've been like waiting for somebody to ask, and I've been sitting on this for a long time. Yeah, I think again, like the recycling thing, it's a prayer. It's the best that people have told. It's okay. We're not scientists.
Right.
We can't catch up and go to 10 years of college and grad school
Right.
and be like, your study is wrong, you know?
Right, right.
But yeah, just realizing that a lot of science is bought by the military, and the studies that are chosen, these oil companies, they buy scientists because these people go to school and then they need a job, and the people that have big money are the military and oil companies.
Yeah.
And so the studies are like, it's fine. Like
It's
they're
not
biased
fine.
because they create the studies in order to get results that they want.
Right.
Science is important in general, but like, you can't have faith in every study because who funded it and why.
I actually remember learning about that in high school. They were always like, look who funded this study. You should always check out who funded the study, and that should tell you everything you need to know.
Oy.
Wow.
Were you on JSTOR checking
Yes,
out who
I
funded the study?
was on JSTOR.
Got
TBT.
JSTOR. Yeah, I gotta get back on my JSTOR tip. I saw someone with the JSTOR hat, and I was like,
That's a lot.
I liked it.
That's
It's a lot, but I guess I like a lot. Cause what else? A little.
I guess you're kind of right.
Like,
I guess you're kind of right. It
that's
was
a lot, and it was everything. That's
It
the
was
thing.
everything, and maybe their JSTOR hat
A
was
lot
everything
is
too.
closer to everything, and not much is closer to nothing.
Yes. Yeah, I needed that today.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I needed that. With that being said, should we get into the tell me what's wrongs?
Oh yeah.
Brace yourself. Seriously, I just walked in on my parents, but they've been divorced for 5 years. Let that sink in. Hell, maybe I should run away. Well, I wouldn't run away. I actually think that's kind of beautiful.
What advice you need?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. I mean, I guess it's like walking in on your parents is like horrendous.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But they've been separated for 5 years. I'm just like, there's so many other details. Was it a bad separation?
Right.
Is there
Yes.
one parent that you're like, no, don't let this happen again? The other one, do you like them?
Right.
You know, like it is totally their business. I'm a big believer in walking in on, like, sex should be for the people that decided to be there. Like, see, like observed. I don't like observing sex that I wasn't invited to.
Okay, period.
And I don't like that for that person.
Yeah.
I hope they can get over it.
I hope they can get over it too.
Yeah.
Damn. Ugh. My brother's best friend, every time he gets drunk, constantly makes fun of me, jokes about me, and is just an asshole. How do I stop this?
Again, there's so many factors.
I would talk to your brother.
I'm like, will that work?
Probably not.
It's only when the brother's drunk.
It's when the brother's best friend is drunk. And he's like making, maybe, I mean, I think in some twisted way, he probably has a crush on you,
Oh.
which is like gross, but
Wait,
in the
so
sense
it's the brother's best friend that is drunk and mean to
the
brother of the brother?
brother or sister.
Sister.
Yeah.
True.
Unclear.
I made assumptions. I made gay assumptions.
No, I do that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, they should talk when he's not drunk.
Yeah.
And also, like, just physical boundaries of, like, if you know that's happening. Depends on how young you are. Like, childhood's so hard because you have to be in your house.
Oh,
But
yeah.
also, like, depending on if you can go to a friend's house, like,
Right.
just get out of that situation.
Right.
Unless you kind of want to check and see if they have a crush.
My best friend and her boyfriend are doing long distance. He lives close to me. She went out of the country. So he comes to me for everything, issues that he needs to go to his girlfriend about, but he doesn't want to. I've tried distancing myself, but he will call me nonstop or call my other friends asking me where I'm at. What should I do? Because this is becoming too much.
They said that they've already tried to set boundaries against it.
Yeah, and it's not. I would talk to the friend. I will say, do you watch Housewives?
I have seen episodes, but I am not in the way people are.
Okay, so in the new season of Beverly Hills, Kyle is talking to Dorit's ex-husband. They're separated now, and it's just messy. So I would acknowledge it with your friend sooner rather than later before it gets out of control, because it sounds like the friend isn't aware that they're talking about these things.
Right.
And maybe just be like, look, I'm sorry. Honesty is always the best policy. It really is true.
Yep.
Like, attack it head on before it gets out of control, which it
I would
sounds like
say
it is.
Even the step before that, I would go, because sometimes what I've learned is sometimes I think I set boundaries and one, the person doesn't respect them, or I didn't do a very good job.
Okay.
So I'll have to be like, hey, when I was like, I need some time, what I actually meant was I don't want to see you for like this amount of time.
Yeah.
So maybe be like, hey, don't come to me with any problems regarding our friend, and I really encourage you to do this yourself.
Right.
Because ultimately, if just put it out there that like if you come to me again, I will bring it to her, which is not what you want.
Right.
So I'm just going to be clear that that is the path.
Yes,
You
I
know.
love that.
Cool.
Yeah, that was great advice.
Great.
That was awesome. That was like a real solution. Period.
I'm going to get a degree when I get out of here.
You are in therapy. Therapuss.
From Puss University.
Yes. I've been in a situationship for like 2 years, and I can't seem to get myself out of it. We've both had spells of getting with other people, but she refuses to commit to me. We hang out quite often, but have only actually hooked up a few times because she's too afraid of being intimate. Same. She gets with so many other people, though, no problem. She refuses to be vulnerable and runs away from a real relationship. What should I do?
The person that wrote this, if there has to be somebody in the wrong, they're the one in the wrong.
Tell me more.
I think when you say situationship, I'm like, that sounds like you're not willing to admit that you have different ideas of expectations.
Okay.
Being like, oh, it's if you're waiting for somebody to change, you are not accepting what they have to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that to me sounds like this person is like, being like, oh, I'm afraid of being intimate. Maybe if they want to get with other people, then they can. If
Right.
it hurts you, you can, like, what do you mean you can't get out of it?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're choosing to do it?
Right.
That's just maybe how it is. Like, being like, you need to have this real relationship is like, maybe one of the reasons it's not happening is that they don't want it and they're not willing to say it because they like you and they want connection with you, but they don't want it on your terms. But they are afraid you're going to drop them because of, and who knows?
Yes.
I'm like maybe projecting a lot.
No, I get
But
that.
I think like one of the big recent lessons of the past years of my life is just like getting super for real about what people have to offer, and when it's less than what I want, still accepting it and being like, that's a gift, unless it feels bad, and being like, I have to make other choices.
Right.
And ultimately, there might be someone obsessed with you.
Right. That you're missing out on.
Yes. So I don't know all the details, but per this exercise, that's what I have to say.
Well, enough said. That was great. That was
Thanks.
great. You're bringing this like new perspective. Because like if that was just me there, I'd be like, fuck them. Like,
I think the person writing it needs to have self-respect.
and also self-awareness.
Yeah.
Self-awareness is key.
Mm-hmm.
I have actually zero chemistry with anyone I find attractive. Like, I'm so unbelievably extroverted. I feel like I wrote this.
Oh.
When it comes to friends and parties, but the second someone's good looking or God forbid giving me attention, I shut down. Please help. I feel this way too.
Okay.
I think it's that I'm so uncomfortable in my own body that like I have a hard time with that.
I mean, I'm like, that definitely is about something not romantic, right? Like, that's like, okay, how do, like, help me is like, you have to love yourself so you can agree with whoever loves you, as RuPaul said, in other words. But, yeah, I don't know why I'm talking like I know it. I feel like my tone is like, I know what to say.
No, it's really wise.
Yeah, that just sounds very sad and like just fear. But that's one specifically. I'm like, okay, are you shutting down because you're afraid that you won't live up to their expectations? Are you shutting down because you're afraid that one day you'll lose them? You will.
Right.
Are you shutting down because you have body image issues and that's something that you want to address? Are you shutting down because of like you've told yourself that you're going to shut down and it's just this obsessive thing. Like it's an intrusive thought that you aren't up for this. There's so many different angles of that, and I would recommend Therapuss.
Therapy,
Yeah.
Therapuss.
And speed date therapist. Not all therapists are the same.
They are not.
Yeah. You
And
should
God,
like
I know it.
take like 5 sessions at a time,
Oh.
and then
Ooh.
if you're finding a new therapist, take like don't be like I'll try one for a year and
Right.
then see. Have like actual sessions with a bunch or an amount that you can pay for or that are available, and be like, actually, this one is the best.
That's actually a really smart idea. We prescribe speed dating therapy.
Therapist, yeah.
Therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Therapist speed dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually really smart.
Thanks.
Because I'm always like, well, I'm with one for a year and
Yeah.
God, I'm learning something new. I met this guy back in February and fell for him immediately. He would stay up with me all night and just talk. We would talk about our dreams, goals, and future and family. He told me he wanted to meet my family and have a family with me. Then he ghosted me out of nowhere. SOS.
My thing
Ow.
with ghosting, did you just give yourself a paper cut?
Yeah,
Do you, let me see.
I think it's fine.
Is there actually a cut? Do you need a
Thank you.
Band-Aid?
No, I'm okay.
There's a,
I think I'm okay.
okay.
What were you saying? Thank you for that. I
So
needed that.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
The thing about ghosting is that person revealed something about them that makes them unfit to be your partner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, if you're getting ghosted by somebody, you now know that they're avoidant, that they're not brave. Like, maybe everything was going great, and you've just now learned what should be enough information to tell you that they're not it.
Right.
Usually, that's, I think, what my advice would be.
Yeah, as someone who has ghosted people in the past and I'm not proud of it, like that is why.
I've ghosted people. That's the thing. Ghosting is not a all the time bad thing, because there's actually people I've tried to communicate like no, or I just don't trust them ultimately.
Right.
So who knows about this situation? I'm not saying that the
Yeah.
person's not trustworthy, but like ghosting is sometimes the last resort. Like you have to do it, and of course the person's going to be mad, but they also, maybe you're ghosting them because they were not listening to you
Right.
and it was over. You've
Yeah.
already had the conversation so many times.
Period.
Yeah.
Do you have a song about ghosting?
I have a song where I say I'm a ghost.
That works.
Yeah, it's called The Shell.
All right, well, we prescribe the
Historian.
shell.
Yeah.
Me and my roommate keep getting in fights because I like to sleep freezing, and she literally has the thermostat at 75. Oy.
Oh my God, this
Constantly.
is a nightmare.
And it's so awkward. I'd like to change it, and she changes it back. We've talked about it, but there's no agreement.
You've talked about it and there's no agreement. You should maybe find another roommate.
Number one, that, but in the meantime, I have an idea. You should switch off nights. One night 75, one night's colder. The nights that it's 75, you use your fan and like in-room like cooling stuff. And then the nights that it's colder, your roommate can use like in-room heating stuff. Because
my
like there's like
God.
heating fans as well. That's my prescription.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compromise.
Yeah.
But I
Because that's hard. If you love each other and you really like living together, and that's the one thing. I like your idea better.
do you sleep cold or hot?
I sleep no matter what.
Oh, wow. Love that.
It's kind of amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I sleep freezing cold.
It's better for you health wise.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So maybe that's another thing, is that the person who's sleeping cold should make a PowerPoint and convince the other person.
I don't understand how someone can sleep hot. I don't
Also,
understand.
like, get a better blanket. There's other things,
Yes.
you know.
Does your
there's other
partner
things.
sleep cold or sleep hot or also sleeps no matter what?
Sleeps terribly no matter what.
Oh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's the combo.
Yeah. Our roommate said that if we don't share all our food with him, that we are selfish people. What?
You know what? I've had this energy in my life.
Really?
What do you do with people like this? Okay, go ahead.
We called him out on that. And now he's not speaking with us. We have to keep living with him for the next 8 months. What do we do?
Oh my God. This one's actually nightmarish to me.
I mean, at least you and your other roommates seemingly are on the same page.
It's like when they're cooking, they're not factoring him in. Or is it like when you go grocery shopping, I get that stuff?
I think maybe
What's the
that's
money
it.
aspect? Is it like,
I don't really get it, but I remember Brett and Julia used to cook without me all the time, and I used to be furious. So like I've been the other roommate, but like maybe the fact that he won't speak to you because you're not down to share the food is a little wild.
that is really wild. Like, take care of yourself. Oh my
Yeah.
God. You don't, like, anyone that's like, you're mean for not feeding me. Are you 4 years old?
Right? No.
it sounds like you have an out and you have 8 months of unpleasantness. And if you want to have a whole talk about like meal planning or him contributing money for
Right.
stuff or like whatever, do it. And if not, just like endure.
Endure.
Yeah.
I prescribe the show Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix
Okay.
to remind yourself that things could be worse.
Wow.
Or the movie Roommate with Leighton Meester. That's a horror movie. Things could be worse. Well, Lucy, what did we learn today? I learned that renewable energy is a hoax.
I learned that the last time you cried, it was in LA at the Macaroni
Republic.
Macaroni Republic.
Macaroni Republic, yes.
I learned. I love this.
Oh, that's Patrick.
Patrick.
This is Cassandra.
Cassandra.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She comes with me everywhere.
Wow, I got a tiny one of these from my brother who loves octopuses.
Oh, he does. I should talk
He
to
loves
him.
them. I gave him an IOU for a tattoo. He wants like a whole
Ooh.
octopus like tattoo piece, and yeah, I love. And I've had a great time. Everyone told me you'd be nice.
Oh,
And
that's such a
they
good
were right.
rep. Did you have fun?
Yeah, absolutely.
I had a great
Thank you
time.
for my tea.
I think this is the
and-
calmest I've ever been.
in your life.
Yes.
That's delightful.
Well, Lucy, I really, really enjoyed spending time with you.
Yeah, likewise.
Stream Lucy's forthcoming album, Forever's a Feeling, out March 28th.
Or else.
Or else. You'll never know
What?
forever feels like.
Yeah, it's true.
Lucy, you want to say bye to the pussies?
Bye, pussies.
Bye, pussies!